I'm going to take it pretty easy next week. There's not going to be a show next week, and I'm going to lay back some and work on that stuff. I'd like to just kind of dick around in the shop, to be honest, just spend a couple hours out here getting a reset, that we've had a pretty busy year. We've pushed pretty hard, especially the last 2 or 3 months, and I'm ready for a couple of days off. I guess. Welcome to episode 133 of the Drag Driver Pete Show, presented by Summit Racing.
Talking about Deechworks, I talked to them for a while on their pump hats or on their tank hats and stuff like that, and they're coming out with a new pump size that's like a 500 in tank. That's like a unit you buy. Right now it's only a 400, but they're coming out with a 500 where I can just replace the pump hat. When I get ready to go to that system, I'll probably go ahead and buy that hat.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yep. At least talk to some people.
Right, they had a ton of cool stuff. We got to hang out with them, drink some beers on Friday night with them, and dude, Jason and Nico were over there. What was Jason looking at? Jason was all over something.
Where at
Deechworks on Friday night.
We were talking about fuel pumps and their 2-speed pumps and stuff like that, the A10 and everything.
That A10's an animal. Like Able Racing did a dyno, and I think it was like 1,200 and some wheel horsepower on the 85 single pump.
We're talking Sumps and stuff like that. Like they got like the big one where it's like I forget the name of the company, like the more like the oval type inserts for a cell or whatever. They don't have the standard 12-bolt one with the triple pump yet, but I guess it's in the works. Maybe next season they're talking about. I've been looking at the snow performance one where there's no hoses on it or anything. It's just a billet manifold. It's all Viton O-ringed and everything. So that's probably what's going to go into this thing.
Nice.
But if Deechworks gets one going out, I'd be more than willing to entertain that as well. But just Hurley's wife's car, the Skylark he took on the circuit, he's having some issues with the tank that he sumped for it. So we're going with the cell. So he was trying to find out options for that and stuff.
That's badass.
But they're very innovative. I mean, as far as like the 2-speed pumps and stuff like that, it's really sweet for like a streetcar deal that's willing to get down. I know Holly Robs has one in her car. I think she's got a dual pump setup in that thing, and it's been deep in the nines. I mean, that's pretty badass. And then they drive out of that thing. So
yeah, I love the hob switch stuff, or whatever you want to call it. Like whenever it starts to see boost, it brings in the second pump.
Yeah,
that's my jam. I don't think I need that in the old truck. It doesn't make enough power for 2 pumps, but it maybe one day.
What are you needing for the truck, I guess, is the good question to get it going. Is there anything that we can do?
No, just time. I need to pull the downpipe out and put in 2 O2 sensors, different locations, and then get a new tune basically. So we got a new Howard's camshaft and valve train in there after we destroyed the one at race week, mega week on day one. It's even annihilated 2 of the pistons, and then really that's it. I mean, just some time on. I want to do a full nut and bolt check on the truck. I hadn't done anything like that in about the last 5,000 miles. So right time to make sure everything's still nice and tight. So
yeah, you're gonna have to do that before this trip.
Yes. For sure. I intend to drive it a lot next year. That's kind of my goal. Is we've got an 8x10 trailer or a 6x10 trailer. I want to throw a golf cart in it and cruise the country pulling that thing everywhere. So to do that, you need to make sure shit's right.
That's awesome.
Change some fluids, all that kind of stuff.
I'm hoping with any luck, I'll pull my car out of the garage Saturday.
Nice.
Remember, I don't know how to do the whole beep boop thing because I'm used to a carburetor. So old Josh Wright hooked me up with a Camp Counselor Bob startup tune. Should be able to pull that out of the shop.
Nice. Steven said his phone died.
Oh no.
Right. Yeah. So that's kind of my goal. So I'm going to take it pretty easy next week. There's not going to be a show next week, and I'm going to lay back some and work on that stuff. I'd like to just kind of dick around in the shop, to be honest, just spend a couple hours out here getting a reset, that we've had a pretty busy year. We've pushed pretty hard, especially the last 2 or 3 months, and I'm ready for a couple of days off.
Deechworks is a leading manufacturer of high performance fuel system components. The DW product line includes fuel injectors, fuel pumps, pump modules, fuel rails, regulators, filters, lines, fittings, and surge tanks, all engineered to support power levels ranging from 400 to 3,000 plus horsepower. Again, DDR10 for Deechworks as well. You can use that on anything on their website.
So that, and then tires, I'd like to burn through this set and then get another set before we really kick off the season. So to do that, you gotta drive that thing and do burnout.
Yeah.
Take videos.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's
I need another one of you doing like a huge heater out there and just the giggle afterwards, dude. It's just It's so good, you know. Like, I know that
Yeah.
feeling. That's a damn good
Yeah.
feeling right there.
Oh yeah, the second gear roller as it just really begins to paint that line is kind of my
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah, that's
You
always
had
a fun one.
you had plenty of giggles at PRI too.
Oh, dude, man, we had a good time.
The
We
one
had a great-
story
oh,
just had me cracking up though.
Blue Moon and my stomach were not friendly. Is all we're gonna say about that. And I don't know why those bathrooms are so echoey in there, but let's just say we all got a good chuckle out of that.
The acoustics in the bathroom.
They were great. They were great. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a good time. It was a real good time. Let's run through some photos real quick. These are just stuff that we grabbed. Obviously, hanging out with Luke B. We were standing there, and Mike Cotton, Dave Newbern were there, so that was pretty fun to hang out with those guys. And Cotton actually said he listens to the show.
He did.
So big thing to him. He said he turns it on sometimes when he's in the shop working, and we appreciate that for him or from him doing that. So that's pretty cool. And then of course we were over in the Power Tube TV booth. They did a full commercial for us that they'll be sending over to us. That's just it's kind of neat to see your stuff on somebody else's videos and things. Never did get to see Sean, the What No Way guy. Sadly,
No.
we kept trying to kind of time that, but timing was not right there. And then of course Mr. Jim Greenleaf there with Eric and his cover shots of the Summit catalog there. Again, this is Eric's second cover photo for Summit, so that's pretty cool. The Great American Detour, I don't know if y'all have heard about this. Big deal. It's kind of across the country. We're going to drive all over the place. Deech Works, Performer Built. The one thing that we did get to do there was see all of our race car friends. Saw
Yes, a lot of those.
ton of people, man. It was so cool to have everybody come by the booth. I mean, we gave out 300 decals and blew through the first 2 days. Saturday was a little light at PRI total, but man, I gave them all out. It was pretty cool to have done that and be through all those and know that I'm getting photos of people that are sending them to me that have them on their refrigerators. Luke B sent me a message today that had them all kind of all three of them stacked together. I mean, it's just cool to know that those are out there in the world. I hope I ended up with one. I'm pretty sure I put one in my bag, but I haven't found it yet. So I may have one.
I still have a couple of the original test ones.
Nice. Awesome. Well, if we need them, we can maybe have you bring me one of those at the circuit. But guys, just want to say thank you for being there. Thank you for coming up to us. Thanks to everybody at the house that was sharing all of our stuff. We posted a ton while we were there. Big shout out to Brian, who did all the video editing while we were there. And man, it was just really cool to do that. And of course, to get a chance to see our sponsors and actually spend a little bit of time with them, those guys were as busy as we were. So we would go by a booth and try and pop in real quick. And a lot of times we'd have to come back because those people are, our folks are talking to folks. So, as we run into the last few days of the year here, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors who've been part of the program here all year. It's been an incredible year and we couldn't do it without them. So if you guys are shopping, hit these guys up: Summit Racing, Deech Works, Molly Motorsport, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, AFCO Racing Products, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Chains 3D, Power Tube TV, who has a ton of new shows coming up, WAF Racing, who was in the booth with us, Sweet Patina, the best hand cleaning wipes on the market, and then Racing Junk Classified. So if you are trying to do a little shopping, hit those guys up as we move into the last few days here. I mean, if you haven't ordered your Christmas, you probably need to do that. You probably need to be shopping on a small window in your phone right now because
Right.
it's real tight. So anyways,